Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for being here. Thanking you for all that you will do in the days ahead. We have a great task here in America. It's a task that we've been working at for a long time. We're not home yet. We have a further road out ahead of us. We're a great nation because there are so many different Americans. In that difference, in each of those races, in each of those religions, in each of those cultures, we draw the great strength of America. And we cannot, and we will not, and your presence here tonight is testament to the fact that this country will not tolerate hatred of any kind in any way. We cannot allow it to happen. We cannot allow those who find the smallness of life as being the epitome of their life, we cannot allow that to take over America. And so when those in our country believe that Hitler was right, we must stand and say, no way, not in this country, not in this world, not in our life. We won't let it happen. There will be no neo-Nazis in this nation. A week ago, I spent time in Poland. No way, no how will those neo-Nazis ever get a foothold in our country if each and every one of us across this nation remember what it was and what they did. That hatred, that bigotry cannot find roots in our nation, and we will not let it happen. Your testament tonight, being here, speaks to that. There are those who think this nation can be white only. Let them come to California and see the strength of diversity. Let them see this community of Davis, this community of California, and indeed, this community of America. Let them look at what diversity brings. It brings strength. It brings viability. It brings inventiveness. It brings the world to our shores in all of its great glory. Those who think that white nationalists somehow have a future, they're not looking around and seeing what happens when cultures mix, when people come together to build a more perfect union. Therein lies our strength, not in isolation. No way. There's so much. There is so much that we have in our future. But if we find the kind of hatred that manifested itself in Charlotte, in our community, we will stand peacefully. We will stand strongly, and we will make it clear that this is America. This is California. This is Davis. This is Woodland. This is Fairfield. This is no place for that kind of bigotry. Our country has a long, long way to go. Our path has been twisted and turned from time to time. But it has always, as Martin Luther King said, the arc of justice. It bends. And it's bending in a way that will lead this country forward in the days, the years ahead. Now, from this community, let there be a message to our president. We expect the President of the United States to stand for justice, to stand for equality, and to stand against bigotry of all kinds. And so, Mr. Trump, I have trouble calling him my president, but Mr. Trump, please stand as other presidents before you have stood, strongly for unity, strongly for justice, strongly for diversity. And please, Mr. President, be a leader that will cause us to put down those who cause racial hatred, who lead the diversity, who do not accept diversity. Please, Mr. President, be a leader, for God's sakes. Speak out strongly. Tell the world that this is America. And tell the world and tell those who march with the KKK, who stand with the neo-Nazis, who stand for those calling for a white nation only. Tell them, no way, not in America. Mr. President, be our leader. Please stand for justice. Men and women have died, Mr. President, because of the bigotry of the KKK, because of the bigotry of the white nationalists, because of the Nazis and the neo-Nazis. Men and women have died. Mr. President, please speak strongly. Put aside the mush mouth. Be clear. Tell them, not in America, Mr. President, not in America. Speak the words, Mr. President. And if you can't, get the hell out of that office. My wife Patty said to be calm. I'm not, neither is she. But she did say this from Nelson Mandela in his autobiography. He wrote, "No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate. And if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite." So we end tonight with the words of Nelson Mandela. Love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. I want you to fill your life with love. I want you to fill your heart, your mind with love for every other human being. And I know you will. Thank you.